So that was the new speaker reading out and all of that stuff and giving reasons why they have to declare their seats vacant. But you see, the people they declare the honorable that their or dishonorable men that their seats were declared vacant. They were with their Lord and Savior in Abuja. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to
The more you look, the less you see.
So we're going to go back to that same River State where Fubara presented the 2024 budget to the House of Assembly members who were ready for business, not for partying or joining war between two business associates, career criminals. So let's go back in there where he made that presentation. There's another part tonight anyway. You would not want to miss that. Asari Dokubo is angry. He just came out now to say Ijaw people told him that Tinubu's government is the worst government. And on this River State Wahala, Ijaw people are angry. They are angry with Tinubu. But we'll come back to that one. Don't go anywhere. Mind you, do you know that? Let me tell you something, guys, in case if you don't know, and it's so important, okay? Do you know that we are just 80 or 80 subscribers to clock 90,000 subscribers on YouTube? Now, if you have been those who just kind of always search for me, search for my grow is life, you join. This might be the one valuable time that you should indeed subscribe now. I am thinking if it is possible for us to actually hit that 90,000 tonight. If you are watching me on Facebook, listen to me. Facebook has reduced my reach by over 90%. Barely. Those of you who came across my clip or my video or my broadcast on Facebook, you came across them by accident. No notification, no nothing, Abi. Go on to my YouTube and subscribe there. You would never miss anything. Now let's go see the presentation, guys.
The Executive Governor of River State, I, Fubara, GS, on behalf of the same vein, we will recognize the electoral.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the 2024 budget, Christian budget of renewed hope, consolidation, and continuity is based on the following assumption. Oil price benchmark at $70 per barrel. Oil production rate at 1.5 million barrels per day. Exchange rate at 750 naira per US dollar as projected by the federal government. The 2024 budget size. The total projected revenue for Rivers State for the year 2024 fiscal year is 800 billion 392 million 485,433 naira 1 kobo. This is constituted as follows. The current expenditure 361 billion 998 million 242,570 naira 85 kobo. Capital expenditure 410 billion 266 million 485,090 naira 64 kobo, totaling 800 billion 392 million 485,433 naira 1 kobo.
I mean, it seems that he had this I don't know, like this shaky voice as well. Like you could tell there is fire on the mountain, but he's just trying to get a hold of the situation, take control. He succeeded in bringing the House of Assembly guys to the government house. So yeah, they are so close to him. And few hours after that, they approved the budget for him. No question asked, no time to waste because there is war. They need to go and get themselves ready to fight. And that is with Wiri Wiki. This is where Alhaji Asari comes in. Surprisingly, you remember when Alhaji Asari was the guest of Tifnumbu inside the asshole rock. And Alhaji Asari came out and he said, anybody with them born well to mobilize against the judiciary, asking all eyes on judiciary. Alhaji Asari was mobilizing his own young and old from the creek, he said, to Abuja. They would defend Tinubu with everything. Then he started changing voice little by little by saying that some people have hijacked Tinubu's government. Tinubu need to quickly do something. The contract he expected from, because everybody get their own problem. Oh, let me tell you something. Because sometimes when you want to understand Nigeria political madness, there are those who want to tell you what you want to hear. Do you understand? Why they are hiding their own, their own frustration that they didn't have access to that cookie jar. So, because you are already angry, all these politicians, then they will say, oh, Tinubu's government is a government that has been so corrupt. Confessor Shoyinka, I say, hey, wonder shall never end. Oh, Confessor just condemned Tinubu's government. No, don't get carried away. Some of them does this just to get the attention of the people in government so that sometimes they will raise alarm. Everyone follow, everyone follow. Ah, where's Tinubu? Tinubu is not picking the call. Bokwari is not picking the call. You will think the heaven that they are claiming that is about to fall is because they care for the people that are going to perish when the heaven fall. No, they don't care. They just wanted all these criminals to call them and say, stop shouting. Okay, come here. Open your mouth, open your mouth. You get that? So Asari belonged to that. And it seems to be working for him. Until now, probably he never believed. Because he never believed that it would take this long for Tinubu to compensate him. Nobody. See, if you are from the Niger Delta part of Nigeria, and you are familiar with the games of all these militant and former militants, all this nonsense and all that, yeah, you can easily tell that it is the security job, they call it security job, contracts. The most lucrative of them is the one from the federal government to protect the pipelines, Nigeria multi-billion dollars pipeline investments that crosses the Niger Delta, taking their crude oil to God knows where. That is the most lucrative. And the person controlling that, the largest chunk of it is Tompolo. Asari hasn't been lucky, except for the amnesty money that he's chopping. Because some of you may not know. The Asari's, what do you call it? Asari's feeding bottle on the decaying and depleting Nigeria is that of the amnesty money. Okay, at least every year, a group of people like Asari and others, they still get to take nearly 20 billion naira from Nigeria's money. Maybe you don't know. Yeah, and that's what those guys are now clamoring for the Fulani terrorists, Boko Haram terrorists up north. That if people like Asari and some God knows how many faceless people that are collecting the money, right? So if they could be collecting free money from these years, that the Fulani terrorists, the Boko Haram terrorists, they must be collecting money too. So the likes of Asari, they are making like regular, but it's not good money. Sure, you get. It's like saying, oh, Asari and his team, they will give them 100 million every month. Oh, Asari and his team, they get 150 million. Other people are getting 200 million. Others, like that. That's how they pay them every month. There are those they send to school. I don't know if you know that, do you? All right. So even under Buhari, under Bokwari, as much as Asari was screaming, shouting, and all of that stuff, they were paying him. He was making his money. Yeah, he was. But when Tinubu's opportunity came, Asari thought he would have more leverage. Tompolo no they come out from the creek. Tompolo no they come out inside this creek there. He knows he's a warlord. He's what do you call anytime the same people giving him these billions, they can hunt him down and kill him. So it's not like Asari. So Asari put everything into this Tinubu stuff, hoping that the table will turn. That contract for Tompolo, 4.5 billion naira every year to protect the pipelines in Niger Delta. Asari wanted that contract, or he wanted it divided into two. How could Tompolo be taking all of that money all to himself? And Bokwari just renewed that in April. So if Bokwari renewed that contract in April, Tinubu came in May, Asari got invited into the Asshole Rock in June. And Asari came out with the expectation that it's just going to take a few days announcements. And he and his boys, they can take the chunk of that contract in the creek. It's just free money. Do you understand? It's just free money. Some free money like, or some are like, no, it's not free money. If you see Tompolo has fleet of, what do you call it? Ships, boats, parading the water in Niger Delta. That's his contract to protect pipeline, to do all of that. But guess what? The more they are protecting pipeline, the more they are looting. They are stealing the crude oil. You know the story. How did 700,000 barrel of crude oil got missing every day in Nigeria for 6 straight years? Anyway, Asari never get the contract. It be like say no go get her. And suddenly, Asari is saying that Ijaw people are not happy with Tinubu. And on this issue of River State, that Wirewike is causing trouble. Nigeria go blow. If Nigeria is going to blow, it's going to start from River State. Laji. You are funny. Let's go listen to Asari Dokubo, right?
President Ahmed Bola Tinubu. There are a lot of things involved in this River State matter. And as a friend, I am advising you, if you are not careful, River State will become your albatross. Like the ancient mariner. You are going to carry it on your neck. Do you know why? River State have the largest number of Ijaw people. And apart from the Fulanis and the Yorubas to a certain extent, River State people have, the Ijaw people in River State are found everywhere. They are in Gabon in large number, Equatorial Guinea, Cameroon, Sierra Leone, Liberia. They are all on the coast. And the Ijaw people act like one people. You have seen them in Ondo State. You have seen them in Edo State. You have seen them in Delta. They act as one people. They are like the immigrant Fulanis coming from everywhere. When one Ijaw man is hot, Ijaw people, it is very easy to rally Ijaw people. They are one of the easiest people to rally around to come. You only need to say, Izon, Kimemia, Emie, Asawana, and they will come. The ethnic card is already in this game. Ijaw sentiment. You saw Ijaw people in Ondo State. You, as governor, you even saw them in Lagos State. For the sake of one man, you are looking for money to implement your programs for this government to succeed. But for a few people, you are ready to throw this away. Why will any reasonable person decide to provoke Ijaw people? Any reasonable person. Are there no advisors? Are they telling you, like Nehru was sitting while Rome burned? He was drinking and celebrating while Rome burned. I might have differences with sin, but I know his own people. I know them. And I'm telling you, when Alamesa came to make peace with you in Lagos, after the crisis, I know Ijaw people. They don't relent. Can you afford that? Because they will come like a tsunami. They don't need anybody. They don't need SIM to give them money. They don't need SIM. Nobody mobilize them with money in Lagos, in Ondo, in Edo, and in Delta. Nobody. The environment provide them with the money and the resources to carry out the activities without blinking their eyes. You don't want to hear this naked truth. Okay, don't hear it. Don't hear it. Ijaw people are already angry that this is the worst government This government is against the job people, and you want to add fire to petrol? You want to add petrol to fire? This is the worst government. That's the feeling of the job people. If nobody is telling you, as a friend, I will tell you, the job people feel this is the worst government for them. This is a nightmare for them. And when we were voting, when we were campaigning for you, a lot of the job people called me, President, you don't know Tinubu. You know everything about Tinubu. Tinubu is your friend. No? We hope it's not going to look the other way. Oh. And I assured everybody, I say, if Tinubu fails, hold me responsible. And today, the people are asking me, are you still on that if Tinubu fails, hold me responsible? River State is the litmus test. If there is going to be any fire, it will start in River State. I cannot stop them. I, as an individual, I cannot stop them. I cannot even stand on their way because they will shove me aside. Let me tell you, nobody, if anybody is giving you assurance that he can stand in the gap between you and the job people, when the job people feel that your government is against them, then that person is your worst enemy, because the job people will crush him. Whoever he is, whether it's an Ijaw man or not, Ijaw people will crush him. The earlier you call your minister and the governor to Abuja again to maintain the status quo, the better it will be.
Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
Alhaji Asari, we get the message. Ijaw people. Ijaw. No. Did you hear the part where he's telling him to call his ministers? Cut this, cut that. Baba na message in the sendo. The message of our people are angry, and you are letting Wike to also make us angry. Remember, you know that stuff. Alhaji Asari is fighting for what he believes is easier to get than what he was hoping on. Tinubu is not turning up for some reason. You know what I mean? He's not turning up. And Alhaji Asari's patience is sort of wearing out. And if there's anything he can use to hold body, that they are likely going to call him to Abuja and say, Asari, come. Don't worry. Do you still want that contract? Do you still want that contract, pipeline contract? Say, yes. I don't want you to join the Fubara. Love it. It's not about Ijaw. The same Asari Dokubo will come out and say, this is not about Ijaw. Abi, is it not the same Asari? When the Fulani terrorists were slaughtering people all over the place, Asari was trying to drag the trophy of who loved Biafra more between him and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to the point that Nnamdi Kanu trusted him so much, right, that he revealed some of what he had as planned for the liberation of Biafra on this Biafran struggle. The same Nnamdi Kanu trusting Asari. I mean, go back now. Internet no dey lie. A lot of you that will see Asari where he's attacking Nnamdi Kanu, calling him different names and all of that. The same Asari was telling everybody that the only way out of Nigeria is Biafra. Until they told him, Kilon Shiena Asari, come here. You are allowing that Nnamdi Kanu to deflect, Abi. You are just come here. Let's give you. Then it suddenly turned to Nnamdi Kanu's enemy, number one enemy. Here you get. So the same Asari, can come back tomorrow and tell you, Fubara want to destroy the Ijaw people because of his ungratefulness. Ijaws are grateful people. Fubara is not grateful. They don't pay and be that. But just for the record, the other part. Asari.
Good for you to become president. And if I am unable to tell you the truth, if you are in your government, I have to stake everything for telling you the truth. I have started doing it now. I am staking everything to tell you the truth. It is left for you to hear, but the result you will see.
And there's no truth in your mouth. Let's just stop that game, okay? Let's stop that nonsense. Nnamdi Kanu facilitated some cash transfer to this guy because Nnamdi Kanu thought he is a comrade. Somebody we don't fight the Nigeria government as a militant in Niger Delta. So, and they are ready to reignite the old union, which is the true Biafra, that comprises every part which is today. Every part which is the old eastern region of Nigeria, before Nigeria played the politics of a divide and rule and turned them to what they are today. So to somebody like Nnamdi Kanu, this is a comrade that we can use his experience. Indeed, Asari collected money. Indeed, Asari also bragged openly that he facilitated the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. How did he do that? That's why I'm waiting for the release of Nnamdi Kanu so that he can tell all of us what really happened. How he turned overnight to the enemy, number one enemy of Nnamdi Kanu on this issue of Biafra should be studied by a lot of you. So there's no truth in his mouth, but we know it is a coded message to try to remind Tinubu that they can start problem anytime until they get what they want, especially him. Let's complete the part, sorry.
Good for you to become president. And if I am unable to tell you the truth, if you are in your government, I have to stake everything for telling you the truth. I have started doing it now. I am staking everything to tell you the truth. It is left for you to hear, but the result you will see. The job people feel insulted. They produce over 80% of the resources in Nigeria. And 100% of the resources in Nigeria, the oil and gas, pass through their territory for export to all the terminals. All pipelines pass through Ijaw land. And you look at them, you look at Ijaw people, and you give us one third-class minister. It has never happened. From Gowon to now, it has never happened. And all of us, some of us have tried as much as we can to see that this thing is changed. No. Every day you remove Ijaw people from the position. Ijaw people consider Buhari government as the worst in the history of the Ijaw nation. But even the people Buhari appointed and left, you are removing them. And putting on Ijaws. The few places Buhari kept them, you are removing them. And you think some people are telling you, it's okay, we are going to handle it for you. They are deceiving you. And the easiest way for this fire is in Rivers State. When it starts, you won't get the oil you are looking for. You won't get the revenue you are looking for. They are telling you, mobilize the army to kill your people. Please do. The people who are advising you, mobilize the job people to come and to mobilize the army people to come, the military, to come and kill the job people so that you can easily implement the program they have laid out for you. Okay, please do. P2B cannot be private. Forget, I will not support P2B, so go with your P2B. It's gone, it's history. River State will be the easiest. I have the first time I shook hand with this thing was at the burial of my king, Asalawe Valley. I sat there. The governor came to greet me. That was where I was. I have not. How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. 70 years.
Somebody said playing Asari's video is helping him to share his message. I think I understand your sentiments. Okay? But it doesn't help them. It doesn't help him spread any message. Okay? It just help me, Mayegun, to continue to put to put those who care to know that when you see tongue-quote charlatans like that, and there are many, by the way, that's why I share them all the time. When you see tongue-quote charlatans like that, okay, in their prime, making that noise and that mouth and bragging and the rest, then at the same time, without, not long after, you are now seeing them, right, wallowing in their own regrets, frustration, rage, anger. And because this is Mayegun's diary political, all it will take you to check these two reactions and all other reactions like that is to see what they said yesterday and what they are saying now. And what they are going to even say again tomorrow when they finally become the victims of their own choices. So that is why it is called Mayegun's diary political. A lot of people were laughing. Did you not see people laughing when he was talking? Because we also saw where he was threatening people for APC, Egbekegbe, for Tinubu. Now we can now also see where he is codedly telling us that they have already been told if they try nonsense, they will bring the military in. Remember, it is the same Asari Dokubo. There was gloating, bluffing, and bragging over the innocent young men and women being killed in eastern Nigeria by the Nigeria military and some of their hired guns. He was doing all of this to what end? It probably was something to make an impression. So if Asari Dokubo is now somehow, he has heard things that will likely lead to him also watching. Not just that he will run away from his house or wherever he lives in Niger Delta, right? It could be fished out. It could be hunted. His houses could be burnt. His family members could be killed. Now that is him trying to say, listen, he mentioned Nigeria's, God damn it, Nigeria's pipeline. That is a direct threat to Nigeria. Your pipeline passed through our land. Don't try us. your pipeline passed through Ijaw land. What does that mean? We can tamper with it, we can destroy it and the rest. Then he went on to say, do you think you are just going to bring soldiers, Abi? You bring army to Ijaw land to come and start killing us. Now, what that means is that right in our lifetime, somebody that was gloating over the criminal ethnic cleansing of Igbos in Igbo land, where they deliberately make the insecurity in that part of Nigeria to escalate. Those who are behind it, those who are sponsoring it, those who are, all of that. This guy was gloating over that. Now, with the expectation that probably is, he's safe, he's like, what I mean? They are different from the Igbos. So all of them, if you want to kill them, kill all of them. But he didn't know that in Nigeria, now all of us be victims. All they need is just an excuse to kill you. So Asari Dokubo and the rest of them, they are about to understand the difference between 6 and half a dozen. Sure, you understand? Literally, they are about to understand that now. They are about to understand the fact that when you keep a wild animal, when you keep, when you keep a lion or so as a pet, and you begin to feed it, one day you're going to end up in its belly. So Asari Dokubo and the rest of them saying the Ijaw people are already telling him that, hey, you said we should hold you responsible. Man, this one is the worst. So what he is practically saying there is that they can no longer hold. However, they know if they begin to make a move, they will bring soldiers to kill them. I told you, in Nigeria of today, all they need is just an excuse to kill you. They bombed people and they said it's a mistake. Yeah, like they heard that Boko Haram were gathering in a place and they bombed the people and they killed 156 people. And they said it was a mistake. And it's a mistake. When they killed the young people who were demanding for a good government and the end to the notorious SARS, they killed them because they said they were resurrectionists. They want to take over government from Boko Haram. All they need is just an excuse to kill you. That is what Nigeria is. Fortunately, Asari is about to understand that too. Sure, you get. I think I did. If you go and check down my video, when Asari walked out of Asshole Rock that day, I said, I won't be surprised that Tinubu at some point may actually have to hunt down people like Asari and co. Either kill them, jail them, or exile them. And somehow, Asari is trying to use their social media to pass a coded message to Tinubu that you have forgotten me, and listen to me. If you don't do something soon, we are going to show you that we are Ijaw. And then if you try anything, Nigeria can blow on you. Call your ministers, call your this or that. Baba, calm down. If Nigeria go blow up, it won't be because of you, Asari. I just thought you should know. And it won't be because of the River State political, quagmire. It will be when everyone has come to that conclusion, okay, that this contraption that you never really signed up for, there was never any referendum or article of anything that set up Nigeria that says we, the people, until everybody comes to that conclusion that if you really want Nigeria to still exist, we must have that conversation. We must set up that conditions. And for those who feel like, no, we don't want to be part of it anymore, they have the right to leave and live peacefully. Until all of us get to that conclusion, Abi, let the drama continue, okay? So this is the pile-up of Werewike's fooling. They call it a peak fooling. The peak fooling of 2022, 2023 Nigeria compilation Werewike, just for your own refreshment. Mind you, I want to say thank you to, okay, you know what? I have actually checked my YouTube, okay? And I have managed to get, I have attracted 10 of you, 10 new subscribers. Thank you on my YouTube, okay? I want to implore you to please take a moment and still go there, all right? Subscribe, set your notification on, you will not miss anything. It's not different from that Facebook, but the difference is that Facebook intentionally keep 90% of my followers and my subscribers there away from even knowing that I'm live, not even seeing the video at all. So that you can see this, go on there, okay? With a wicked, ladies and gentlemen.
I will never leave PDP. I will never disappoint PDP. If I disappoint PDP, I will never have peace in my life. To make a pronouncement. So everybody will have to be careful. You give somebody an umbrella, the next day he defects. EFCC will come. He said, no, let me join them. So EFCC will not be against you. You carry the vote of another party and you join another party. Can you transfer vote? You work hard for somebody to win the election. Tomorrow the person say, no, I have defected. If you are defecting, leave the seat. If you know it is easy. About it. Even when you have spent your 8 years in office, then you continue to pretend, to say who becomes whatever in River State. Somebody say me. It may happen in Lagos State, but it will not happen in Rivers. As a governor, I will come and go. I can't stop it. I must come and go. All the came and left. You've never heard Ugly saying that you will do this, you will not do that. The day my tenure, by the grace of God, ends, I go. That's how God wants it. I am not going to impose anybody on this state. I will not do it. You see what happened in Edo State? You see what happened in Edo State? You see what happened in Anambra State? Even in Rivers State, did not happen. Did not happen. There's nothing you can do. People will change. People will, if there's anybody you want to bring in office that you think will do according to what you want, then you must be joking in your life. Then you're not a student of. When I hear people declaring for APC, saying that they want to continue the good job of Mr. President, the good job of people dying every day, the good job of Naira falling every day, I feel so ashamed that we have gone to the level where sacrificing, people will come and say, look, I want to continue the good job of Buhari. What is the good job of Buhari? Of hunger is a good job. Of poverty is a good job. Of insecurity is a good job. Of the economy falling is a good job. It's such a shameful thing.
Don't mind them, don't mind them. Where you see, don't mind them. Don't mind them, don't mind them. Don't mind them, don't do another way. I said, don't mind them, don't mind them. Don't mind them. I said, don't mind.
That's really wicked. You know, I mean, they should let him have his band. So that everybody will want mad, everybody just mad together, Abi. I don't know, is it just me? I miss with the weakest band. The ones that always give him that, and I bet you, if nobody said this Fubara Wahala, if I don't bring them to Abuja, and you Abuja people, you would have started learning some new ones, new music, and he go to dance for you, take off his this and that. 70 years old man. 70 years.